Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Phyllis Kiragu, and today I'm about to start what I'm calling an epic road trip here in Benin. I'm going to travel from Cotonou all the way to Natitingou. That's how it's called, Natitingou. It's up north and it's around 7 or 9 or 8 hours travel by bus from here. So the plan is to come all the way from here in Cotonou, go all the way up north up to here. It's Natitingou, and there I'll have activities tomorrow morning after I arrive in 3 places near the Togo border and a very beautiful waterfall that I can't wait to find, and also probably visit the museum. And then after that I'm gonna start coming down, probably stop at Parakou, but spend the night here at Save, and after that on Sunday I'll do some hiking in Save and then come to Abomey Museum for a few hours and then come back to Cotonou. And that's my weekend road trip. Let's hope for the best. Well, you can easily hope for the best. It's not always guaranteed, and as from the title of this video, then you know that there are some very good parts and then some very terrifying parts, and I hope you'll watch to the end to see that it's not all travel that's always good, but in the end, as long as I'm safe, I'm here, then it's all good. You accept that, you pray, and you hope for the best. See you as I show you my crazy journey. Now, I started the journey off in a very weird way. Usually I do my research early enough, but this week I've been so busy at work that I actually forgot to. It even hit my mind, because the friend who told me about this trip and even gave me the itinerary was very sure that they have buses, and so I wasn't worried about it. And most of the times you just go to the bus station, book a bus, and you leave, right? But now today, during lunchtime, I decided, okay, let me call these guys. And so my friend called, and turns out that they don't travel at night. And so I was wondering now what to do. I still had meetings to finish till the end of the day, but at the end of the day I decided, you know what, I had packed my bags in the morning. I knew I'm leaving and I was really optimistic. So I dressed up. I asked one of my friends to take me around to buses that go there, and so we went to try. So and this is kind of how it went. Another disappointment. So I'm hoping at least I'll get a chance to get on this one, but I'm not really sure. Not so lucky. Trying again. That time's a charm. So trying our luck with this one. Can see a lot of luggage, but I don't know if they're carrying people, so my friend is asking for me, and that one I'm hoping to at least get it. I got lucky and I got a seat. I'm gonna tell you the story after it's paid. My journey is actually on. I managed to get a ticket with that bus down there, so I'm just gonna go back to the Airbnb and come back at 7:30 when we're supposed to be going. And finally, now the trip is happening. I'm so happy. I can't wait to show you how beautiful Benin is and whatever it is that I'll meet over there. So let's do this together, living life to the fullest. Good morning. The bus just got here to Natitingou, and I met somebody who has told me that I shouldn't alight at the station that was like a few kilometers away, where I would have alighted, and still very early in the morning, and that's like at the edge of the town. So he helped me know that there is another station the bus is going to, and so we stayed on the bus when people alighted there, and now we're going there, which is closer to the town and closer to even where we're going, closer to open places. And so I'm just going to see what's open and probably stay in a restaurant or go direct and wait at the museum. I mean, this is the journey, right? So let me see how it goes. But it was a tough really not so comfortable, but at the end of the day, I'm here. That's what counts. And now we're at the station. So my journey begins. I am here at Natitingou. It's right now it's 6:50. I got here around probably 6:30, and as I said, I met somebody who directed me, and then I took a motorbike, which is the all the best mode of transport in Benin, around, like the most convenient one. So I took one to go to this hotel that said on Google Maps that it was open 24 hours. When I got there, it was closed. Even the restaurant was closed. And so I went to another restaurant that's also written 24 hours. And as the case goes, it's also closed, which means the Google Maps are not that updated, which it's something to expect. And we checked around town. Nothing is open. It's 6:40, it's almost 7, but everybody is asleep. Only some few people are on the streets, and no shops are open, which is a bit strange because it's supposed to be a big-ish town, so I would expect that at least one thing is open, but no worries. So I'm gonna wait here. So now I'm at the museum actually, and I really love that place. It looks beautiful. So I'm just gonna wait here until the museum opens. And this is some of the things that you don't see when people film those travel videos. It's the waits, the hour-long buses. Like I just took a probably 9-hour bus because we left at 8. We were supposed to leave at 7:30, ended up leaving at 8:30, and I got here at 6:30 in the morning. You won't see all that. All you'll see is everything else that I'll get to do, which it's also what keeps us going and what makes those waits, those hour-long buses and planes and everything else worth it. So let's hope this trip is gonna be awesome. So this is just the plan that's there. Otherwise I go with what I get. So let's see how the day goes and where it takes us. But so far so good. So one thing I always do before I travel is I pray God. I am a born-again Christian, and from the moment I started traveling, I told God to be with me and to find favor in places I go, and I find that so much. And just now, I remember I was supposed to wait until 9 to see the museum, but the guy came to say hi to me. He doesn't speak English well. I told him I just wanted to wait until the museum opened, and then he opened the museum for me. And so I just finished seeing it, and it's quite rich history. So if you're ever in Natitingou, make sure you come to the museum. It's really worth it. So the people of Benin have this culture where they make these kind of like markings on their faces, and you will know which tribe or which part of the country somebody comes from based on the marks. And as much as it was an ancient tradition, it's still happening today, that I actually saw an actual person with them, and not just one. There are many people with them. So if you're in Benin, you're most likely going to see people with those markings in their faces. And if you actually know like your history, you'd be able to tell who is who based on those markings. Quite impressive. You'll know them by their marks. So behind me here is a sculpture that was made by Italian sculptors when they came in around 1995, according to the information I was given. And so they painted what they saw, the people, as you can see. Yeah, and some people actually wrote their name. There is somebody, Raul and Victoria. So yep, it's pretty impressive. It's a couple of years, like decades old. Yeah, it's a couple of decades old. This I think was painted in 1996. I mean sculpted, not painted. And it's just kind of shows the kind of life people had. Yeah, you can see this something Maurice. Yeah. So quite impressive piece of art there, right? Bonjour. Hello. So as it turns out, I won't go to Bukombe. It's around 1 hour away from here, and I only have the morning to be around here before I have to travel to Save. But anyway, I was able to find one of these Tata Somba. It's one of the traditional hats, and if you go to the museum, there are very many in display, and this is just one of the example. And so you can see it used to be a restaurant, and so what the people used to do, like the smoking and also grinding of grain. And so I'll take you on the tour of the inside. So on the inside here you have where people used to grind grain like sorghum. If you have seen my Rwanda video, you have seen something similar to this. So it was very common in the African tradition, so not just West Africa. And also animals used to sleep in here, so this is for animals. And grinding grain, and this is just an illustration of the hut. I don't know who drew that, but they are better than me as an artist. So right now the design looks like that of a restaurant, and I know the lighting is not that good, so bear with me. So we've got some decorations for the restaurant, but in the olden days you got like an old drum here. Yeah. In the old days, the man, so this was a family house, the man would sleep in here. And then this extension here is also a modern, it's a modern addition. And the women would, so these people were very creative in architecture. They figured a way to create story houses. So this is the ground floor, and then they would use this as stairs. And yeah. They're not the safest of them. It's only one floor, so it's okay. And now up here, that's where the women and the children would sleep in, and also eat from, cook from. At least from the information I have, there's a lot of language barrier because they don't speak French. They speak French. And here is the bedroom. That's the one of the bedrooms, and another bedroom there. Another bedroom. And so that's where they used to sleep. And this is a traditional hut, so it looks pretty impressive, right? Especially for old days, they figured out how to build story houses. That's just very, very impressive. So this is a Tata Somba, and I'm thinking probably a lounge area, but if it was me, I would have made it a swimming pool. I know. All right, so that's the tour of the house. Let's see where this day takes me next, if I don't fall, that is. So now I'm going to see a view of Nati from up, a mini hike. Hikes love me. I love hikes too. Ladies and gentlemen, a view of Natitingou, Benin. Impressive, right? There it is. It's so foggy today. this is King Kabal and this is his museum. At my next stop, which is called which is called Kota, and there is a waterfall that is really beautiful that I want to go see, and there are houses, and I think the main one just here got burnt by fire. It looks not so long ago, and so we can see things in there, but there is a lot of huts here as well. Yeah. So here is stones, like I have seen they're carving things into maps or whatever you want, and they're using the stone, which is quite impressive, right? Yep, so now I think we walk towards the waterfall. I really can't wait, I'm so excited.
Them.
Okay. We go. So this is the place.
Yes, to swim.
To swim. If you want to swim, yes. You go over there.
You can swim now.
It's so beautiful. This is a very beautiful area called Waterfalls. If you're ever in Natitingou, please make sure you come here. It's quite a distance to get in here. We took probably 30 minutes in a motor, and it was really dusty. You can see my foot. But it's totally worth it. I just came here. I thought I'm gonna go directly to the bigger waterfall, which is down there, to swim. But just this small one is so relaxing to watch, and even to sit. The view itself all round is amazing. So instead of just going directly to swim, I decided I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my orange, which is my breakfast. You know, I was traveling all night by bus, didn't get to eat anything, so breakfast, and best breakfast place ever. Imagine breakfast is such a view, right? I honestly don't feel like leaving, but I'll have to because I have many things to do. But this is amazing. And the thing is, the area is completely deserted. Even the entrance with all those huts, nobody stays there. So when you come here, you're just by yourself to do whatever you want, and obviously with your guide if you don't know the area. If you know the area, then you could come maybe with your group of friends if you're from Benin, for instance. And it's quite a lovely place to visit and play around, of course.
Cause I was made to be free. I am made to be free. I am made to be free.
So now I'm on my way to the bigger waterfall from there where I just showed you. And the weird thing is that you have to actually go around it like 400 meters. So because I thought we were going through stones, I didn't wear my shoes and I'm struggling here. Look at me, the stones, the pain. But I'm already dirty, so I don't want to wear my socks or shoes right now, and I have to walk here. And so you just walk around 400 meters to get to the main waterfall. I mean, every step I take, it's anticipation of how it looks like because I've seen it in pictures, and now I'm here to experience it for myself. That feeling, I can't describe it. Let's go together and see it. Ow. stones. This is my fault. I should have just worn my shoes. Ow. Oof. Alright, so in case you're here and you want to go around, make sure you wear your shoes. That's the lesson. That's the takeaway from here. Alright, see you at the waterfall.
I am made to be free. I am made to be free.
I just saw a tiny snake. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, I am made to be free.
Oh my god, I just saw a snake and now I'm shaking all inside. Oh, I need strength to keep going. Lesson learned. So as I was going closer to the waterfall, like there was no point in wearing shoes, but I got this place where there are thorns in my legs. Man, it was such a hassle, but I had a very good guide. He actually offered to carry me. Of course, I refused because that would have been weird. I would rather wear my shoes. But at this point, we were literally like 10 meters from the waterfall, and so I just decided to go. But I learned my lesson. Walking barefoot at that place, it's pure torture. But the waterfall, the view that was waiting for me was totally worth it. But could have been better if I had my shoes on, or if I'd carried some sandals and then wear them there, which I hadn't. So maybe that's a lesson learned. Carry an extra pair of shoes that are easy to remove. And so I went through all that for this. Are you ready for the reveal? My feet are hurting because there was those stones and they were, yeah, you know how you usually feel. But wait for it, wait for it. Oh, I know, right? Look at that. It's so beautiful. I'll definitely wear shoes on my way back. But this is amazing, right? Oh. So, ready to dip your toes into the waterfall? Everybody just made a fire for me. He just made a fire for me so that when I come from swimming and I'm cold, because the water is pretty cold, then I can get some warmth. That's so sweet, right? Alright, so as you already know, I'm not a good swimmer, which means I'm not gonna go close to there, so please don't even expect it. But I'm gonna swim around here where I can get to the shore. Okay, let's go in. I'm telling you, the water is freezing, like really freezing. I have a friend here who likes saying pole pole. In Swahili, pole pole means slow, and that's what I'm doing. I swear. Is that cold or is that cold?
I am made to be free. I am made to be free.
There you go. Awesome. Awesome. Finally, I can enjoy the water from afar, but better than nothing in my book. Yeah. I'm gonna learn how to swim, I promise you that. So, after the swimming, then you enjoy a little fire to warm up and dry your hair. That's a nice feel. Oh my god.
Yes.
I don't know why after the water, I've been staggering. I don't know what was in the water, but this feels so nice because the water was so cold. So this is a relaxing way to end a nice trip. I didn't know it then, but this was the beginning of the terrifying part of my journey. So my journey continues. Now I'm at a town called Parakou. Apparently it's the third largest town. We are not inside, I'm still at the bus station. I'm looking for a bus to go to Save, and I met a guy at the bus who's trying to talk to the other guys to try and figure it out. It doesn't seem like they are, but I hope I do get, because it's still early. Okay, it's 6, but it's still daylight. It's only 2 hours from here, so if I do get a car there, then it will be good enough. So that's what I'm hoping for. There is a bus station in Parakou. I won't get to see any more of it, but so far so good. Another motorbike to take me to where I need to be. I found this car park that with these small cars like this one. That's where we're in. It's going to take me there. So I just hope I get there. Jesus.
Continuez.
Oh my god, you can't see me, but there's a massive fire and our driver left the car there. I don't know where he went, but now we have to run back. Even the fire truck had to run back. Let me go in, Mika. No, okay. Alright, this is crazy. Oh my god. Oh, okay, this is turning out to be very crazy. I was supposed to go and spend the night in Save. We are literally like probably 10-20 minutes from there. But right now the fire is too much. The car can't pass there because of the engine. It will catch fire. So now we run away. Look at that. Okay, you can see, but it's a lot of it. I think a car caught fire. So it's not safe for a car to pass there because of the petrol, and it may catch fire. Oh, okay. I'm officially scared. Oh God. Please help us. I really hope nobody was caught in the fire. The fire truck couldn't contain it, so they actually also had to go back. So let's just see. Yeah, I'm not gonna go near obviously, but I also don't wanna go far from the car because my phone is about to go off, and so I can't risk being away from the driver. So even if it means we can't pass there tonight, we just go back and maybe look for somewhere to sleep in the previous town, then that would be okay. But so I have to kind of keep the distance to the car, because if I lose it, then I will be stranded here. And none of the two options, being in the fire or being stranded here, seem very attractive now. Okay, you can see the fire truck now is headlights are direct to me, but the fire seemed to be going down. It's only been like 5 minutes, so I hope we won't get stranded here for too long, because then I need to go find places that are open in Survey. But at least the police are here and the firemen are here, and so the situation is contained and the fire itself seems to be going down. Yeah, I think it's a car that caught on fire, and so we can hear like the engine or something burning up. This is the first time something has happened like this when I'm traveling, and it happened on the worst day when I don't have like things figured out. I was going to go to the town and I have 3 hotels in mind that I was going to check them out, and then I got even later because the car has taken longer than I thought I would be there. I thought I would be there by 8, and then now it's 9:30. We're still not yet there. Oh, it's 9, sorry, it's 9. We're still not yet there, and now we actually have to wait until that fire is contained. But I thank God I'm safe. I'm still safe, so I think that's all we can hope and pray for now, is just to be safe tonight. So it seems the cars are starting to pass, but our driver is very far. I don't know where he is, and even the people were with in the car. So I'm just gonna stand here by the car and wait for people. But right now cars are passing, so they're passing as long as they go really fast. So I think it's a bit safe, or safer. So we're going now. Just going to wait for the cars coming this way to pass. Pray for us, even if it's too late. I mean, like by the time you watch this, we'll have passed them. That's my faith. Actually found a hotel, the one opposite there, and it doesn't have electricity, and my phone went off, and the cab driver kind of just dumped me on the road. So I came to opposite store. It's a store for electronics, and asked if I could charge my phone, and I've googled and I've found a hotel. I've called them, they are open, so I'm going to go there, and I'm hoping at least this time it will be the last stop. So the woes of the journey. So finally I got lucky enough. I found a place. It doesn't look too bad. This one behind me, it's actually a motel, and my room has hot water, so that's a nice thing to settle for. Yeah, so this has been a crazy evening. I didn't think it was gonna be like this, and the explosion just kind of made it worse. But at least I got a nice enough room with electricity, so I can charge my stuff, and I can have a hot shower, and I can finally sleep on a bed, because I've been sleeping in buses. Oh, it feels like it's been a 1 week long trip, and it's just been 24 hours. So yeah, that's the first day. That's how it ends, on a good note, where I'll sleep on an actual bed. Have a good night, everyone. Good morning, so day 2 of my trip up north of Benin, and after last night, I think I'm still a little shaken from the witnessing the accident and the running and all that happened, and all part of the adventure. But I'm glad I'm safe, and today I'm psyched to go. So I was supposed to go hiking, which I am going to look for a guide now, because the one who took my friends, the number didn't go through. But usually these hotels or motels or whatever you stay at, you'll have somebody to guide you there. So I'll look here. If I don't find, I'll go to where my friend found his guide, and hopefully I get to hike today. The plan was to go hiking today and then go to Abomey, where I would see the museum, and then go back to Cotonou. But I might skip the museum depending on how the day goes. So I might do 2 hikes, one in Save, the other one in Dasa. But honestly, at this point, when I get out of that door, nobody knows what's gonna happen. So let's discover that together, okay? So this trip is the gift that keeps on giving, even when you don't want it to. Alright, so I was supposed to go look for a hotel that my friend got a guide from, and the map says it's here, around here, and it's not. Same as the ATM I was chasing, it's not here. And I have run out of cash. I definitely don't have enough cash to pay for the things, and my ATM is very specific. I hope I do find one. And at this point, I'm about to just say, you know what, yesterday was a nice morning, and I can call it a weekend and go home, look for a bus to go to Cotonou. The other option is I look for a way to get to Dasa, where I can get a guide, hopefully, but I don't know. So I'm still not sure if I'll actually get a guide, but I saw some pineapples and I stopped to eat. So what else can I do, right? It's all part of the adventure. So here we are. Not every travel plan turns out to be glamorous and fulfilling. As you can see, I am not on a mountain hiking. I'm not anywhere near a mountain, because my plan was to go hiking. This trip was very impromptu in that I didn't plan out things, and the guide that I should probably have booked and didn't, because I was I don't know, I was busy and I just thought it's automatic. Now I have a lesson learned. But the guide is available at 3 p.m. today, but I need to travel back to Cotonou because I'm at work tomorrow. So it means I can't go on that hike. I'm all geared up for the hike, but I won't manage to go. So I made a decision that it's just better if I just travel back to Cotonou today, right now. And so I asked the motorbike guy to bring me to the stage, and this is it. But there are no cars around. Good thing I did find a woman who's going to Cotonou, and so I'm just gonna follow her around, because either way she's a native and she's gonna end up in Cotonou, and that's where I want to end up in. So that's kind of what it has to be today for me, and that's how my trip ends. The beauty is that I'm still very contented. It's still part of the adventure. It's not glamorous, it's not a beautiful IG picture, but it's an experience, and I'm good, I'm safe, and that's all that matters. And I'm happy, actually, in a weird sense. But I think that's just the joy of the Lord, you know. God's with me, and what else do I need, kind of thing. And also, now the other thing is, since I'm in a very small town, there are no ATMs. There's literally one ATM, and it accepts only Visa cards, and I have a MasterCard, which means I can't withdraw money. and I'm out of cash. So to be able to travel back to Cotonou, I'll have to call a friend in Cotonou to pay the bus guy via mobile money. Thank God for mobile money. And then I'll reimburse him when I get there. So these are all the woes of traveling. So lessons learned in this week is that be more prepared, especially if you're going to small towns. Don't expect everything to work out. Like if you're going to a big town, then sometimes you can just wing it. But for small town, it's better to have the detail to the T. Like you know what happened to the hotel, that has happened to the ATM, it's happening with the buses. So nothing is there. The information on Google, you follow a map, it takes you to a place where there is nothing. So again, you have to just be prepared, expect anything, but above all, keep being happy. That's all you can do. So there is now my trip will officially end now. Anything adventurous, the only thing remaining is like a 4-hour bus ride to Cotonou, which I don't really mind. And it's been a great week no matter what else happened, and that's all I'm thankful for. The gift that keeps on giving. So after managing to after waiting around 3.5 hours at the station, I managed to get this bus that's behind me. I didn't even get time to take a video because it was very confusing. And we started coming on our way. We found another accident on the road, so there was a little bit of traffic. Right now our bus has stalled. I'm not sure what has happened. I'm not even trying to talk anymore because nobody speaks English. I just know that people are outside and the bus is not moving. So it's gonna be another, I don't know how many minutes, but we're stuck here, and there's nothing much you can do about that. We're going back in now. It wasn't that long. I think it was fewer. And as with many other buses in Africa, except very many stops for people to alight, to buy things, a lot of market stops with vendors like these ones who carry things on their heads. I don't really know how they do it, but they're really, really strong. So expect all those things. As long as you don't have your own car to take you from place to place, then this is all part of the journey. So this is just me. Thank you for watching Living Life to the Fullest. Bye. See you next time. Subscribe, like, share, comment. You know the drill. And see you in the next video.